Hello and welcome to the 18th episode of the Corny universe. So, you've followed me this far down the rabbit hole, but this episode will be probably the most intense. If you haven't watched the other episodes, you'd better be high or you just won't get it. In the previous episode, we saw that free will not only exists, but is essential to the universe. Without free will, time would not exist, experience would not exist. In this episode, we will bust the myth that the universe unravels itself in a nice and neat linear cause and effect past to future fashion. This reality is but a limited manifestation, a limited experience from an unlimited and infinite source from pure existence. So let's start with the genesis of it all, how it all started. The most essential question to ponder is this one. What is the only thing that cannot not exist? Non-existence, of course. Non-existence cannot not exist. But if non-existence exists, then existence exists. That is, the existence of non-existence. And thus, out of non-existence springs existence. Existence emerges spontaneously and instantly out of a simple paradox. And this happens outside of time, of course. There isn't any specific timing or cause and effect link. The underlying framework for all of reality is existence, which has always been there simply because it cannot not exist. But now that existence enveloped non-existence, what else does existence contain? What else is inside existence? And the only thing that can be there that does not require a creator or some kind of prior cause is nothing. And so now we have two distinct concepts, the existence of nothing. But if nothing exists, what are the properties of nothing? How does nothing occupy existence? Nothingness initially takes the form of infinite spaciousness or emptiness. But again, remember that all of the above does not appear sequentially or within a specific time frame. All of the steps above are just logical steps explained in this fashion to satisfy the human mind's linear and causal way of thinking. In reality, all of these steps happen simultaneously, instantly, spontaneously, and have been in this state forever. So, now you have infinite nothingness as spaciousness. But what form does this spaciousness take? Let's bring in some illustrations to help you grasp these next steps. The only geometrical form which is neutral, the circle. You see, the circle is the most neutral geometrical form because it contains all other forms. Take any geometric form and rotate it around any arbitrary axis to represent all alternative positions such a form could take, and you will invariably land with circles. The circle is also a magical geometric form because its size is irrelevant. Any circle contains infinity, regardless of how big or small it is. That is also the reason why in your mathematics the number 0 is a circle. Nothingness, infinite spaciousness, takes the form of a circle or 0. So now we have existence, and within it nothingness as infinite spaciousness in the form of a circle. What invariably happens is that nothing starts to interact with itself, the circle meeting itself in an infinite number of points and spontaneously entering into a vibratory state from such an interaction. Nothing, as a circle, touching nothing, not knowing it was nothing, and thus reacting to such an interaction by entering into a vibratory state, much like the surface of still water, which displays ripples if you throw a rock into it. Scientists call this quantum foam. Since this process happens everywhere at the same time, infinitely fast, beyond space and time, then instantly, from nothing, springs everything, all that ever existed, exists, and will exist in the form of pure vibration, energy, information. Beethoven's symphonies, you, this planet today, in 1,000,000 years, all of it is essentially just a set of vibrations, information, energy in a specific state. The problem is that for each vibration, there exists a vibration of opposite phase. Now examine closely the infinity sign, which was also very carefully chosen by humans. It represents a circle twisted in such a way to touch itself and thus interact with itself at a specific point. But it can also be viewed as two vibrations of opposite phase. And we all know what happens when you superimpose two vibrations of opposite phase on top of each other. They cancel each other out, which gets you back to nothing. And so the true state of the universe, of reality, of existence, is an infinitely fast oscillation between nothing and everything, coexisting together forever with no beginning and no end. All that ever was, ever is, and ever will be is pure existence, which can take multiple forms, one of which being vibratory in nature, as the essential framework which underpins your entire reality. Incidentally, this is the deeper meaning behind the obsession in spiritual circles with the flower of life, which represents a point of equilibrium between nothingness and infinity, the gateway between the world of existence and the world of form. Can you see the overlapping vibrations of opposite phase? Perhaps nothingness, infinite spaciousness, can take other forms besides the circle, but that is beyond anything humans can imagine, since existence and nothingness are formless and humans only know the world of form. Again, it is really important that you understand that all of the processes that I just explained did not happen gradually in a certain order or in a certain time. All of this happened instantly, or in other words, all of this is timeless and eternal. Thus, there are two very different realms, the realm of existence and the realm of experience. In the realm of existence, everything and nothing exist in a state of infinite quantum superposition, where everything that you could ever imagine, all of your movies, futures that will never be experienced, and pasts that never happened, exist in a state of pure information, pure vibration, pure energy, and then vanish into nothingness, from which they spring into existence again, infinitely fast. In the realm of experience, you have the illusion of shifting between different vibratory states, different energetic states, by defining certain rules and limitations, like the laws of physics or the laws of chemistry. All of these laws are limitations that you have imposed upon yourself in order to perpetuate the experience, in order for experience to be stable, continuous, lasting, sustainable. Many of your scientists marvel at the fine-tuning of all of the different natural laws which are precisely tweaked to allow for humans to exist, or rather, to experience themselves. In the next episode, we will discuss just how such rules emerge in the first place. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe! And Corny hopes that you now have a glimpse into the depth of existence. Bye!